I struggled my whole life with my weight. I was bullied a lot for it in grade school and high school. It put my mind in a really dark
The
place.
fact that you're still alive and still on this earth, even though it's been challenging and rough, and sometimes you get discouraged and uninspired to keep going. You will grow through what you go through.
From the outside looking in, it seemed like I had a pretty good childhood. I traveled Europe. I played on hockey teams, football teams. I was always involved in sports and stuff. But thinking back, I can't remember a time where I was actually happy. Even though I was part of all these sports teams and I had friends at school and stuff, I never actually felt like I fit in and belonged to a part of anything. I used to go out a lot and just kind of walk and just be with myself and my thoughts, and I'd go to the mall or I'd go to the gym because I wanted to feel like I was surrounded by people because I was lonely. And even though I did struggle with my weight, I think I struggled more with my mind and the place that my head was in. I always felt lonely or depressed, and it even got to the point where I physically felt sick and I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to stay at home, eat junk food, play video games, and just be by myself. I just kind of wanted to cut myself off from the rest of the world. This followed me throughout high school into university. It's most of the reason I didn't do well. You don't realize how much things in your life are connected and how your mindset can impact the way you eat, sleep, study, do basically everything in your life. When I started working out, I devoted 100% of my time to going to the gym and being around people that had better motivation and determination than I did. I felt like I had finally found a place where I belonged. I felt like this is where I needed to be at this point in my life. I started hanging out with people that were motivated and determined a lot more than I was, and it helped me make the big changes in my life that I needed to. Their energy, their determination started rubbing off on me. I started losing the weight. At that point, I didn't want to cheat. I didn't want to go out and drink anything because I wanted everything to be perfect, because I felt like I was finally happy. I felt like I'd finally found what I was made to do, and I wasn't going to let anything ruin that. As I started losing weight and working out more, my life made a 180. I could finally see some light at the end of the darkness that had been my life before. I started feeling excited and happy to get out of bed for the first time ever, which was, I can't even explain the feeling. Because of that, my grades started improving. My negative attitude towards everything that I had before started changing. I started seeing the positive side of people. I started being more optimistic. I started building relationships with people that I never thought I could have been friends with before. About 2 months into my training is when I knew it was going to make or break me. I was leaving town. I was going to a new city. I was going to live on my own. I was leaving my friends, my support group, and I was just going to do my own thing. So I knew that the summer was either going to bring me to a new level in my life, or it was just gonna drop me back down to where I've been before.
Makes no sense to you right now, but at some point, all of these issues, challenges, and problems continue to show up, and what you were supposed to learn from it. You will grow through what you go through.
For a while, my diet struggled, my workouts weren't very good. I realized that I had made a conscious decision that my life wasn't gonna go back to the way it was before, and I wasn't ready to stop seeing progress. So I made sure I never missed a workout. I kept my diet the best that I could, and I cut out all the negativity in my life. I started hanging out with people that were always bringing me up. If not, I'd be by myself. I started meditating. I started practicing just kind of being with my own thoughts. I made sure to surround myself with people that I knew would have a positive impact on my life, and honestly, if it wasn't for some of these people, I wouldn't have made it through the summer. Over the next 3.5 months, give or take, I lost 80 pounds. When people started seeing the changes that I had made in my life, with my weight, with my attitude towards everything, they started asking me for advice. This is when I realized that my real passion was for helping people. So I started teaching myself everything I could about working out, about dieting. I spoke with trainers, nutritionists, I watched YouTubers, vloggers, I started reading, I took classes throughout the summer while I was working, and I started teaching myself so that I could help the people that were coming to me who needed my help. That's when Giovanni and I decided to start Croton Fitness, so we could actually have a means of helping other people, because he has the same mindset that I do. We live to help people because we've been there. We know what it's like. It starts with a good diet. It starts with workouts and good eating habits, but it doesn't end there. And that's what most people don't understand, is that it's more than just working out. It's more than just eating vegetables and chicken, and people don't get that. I see so many people walking around with their heads down, not talking to anyone, keeping to themselves, and I can tell like they have a really negative attitude towards life. They're not excited to live, and that's why I'm doing this, because I know what it's like. I know where you are, I know where you're coming from, and I feel like I have a responsibility to help you get through it. And I will do everything in my power to help you get through it. So, with that being said, thank you for watching my video. Subscribe to the channel, give us a like, add us on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, and send us a comment or an email or a text if you have any questions about anything. And stay tuned for more content. We're going to start posting things as quickly as we can.
I'm so in love with you.